whoa. You're one of those?
One of what?
You're really not gonna wash your hands?
No, why would I?
Because you were just touching your dick.
Okay, this is a giant dick, okay? I know where it's been, and I know it's clean, alright? So let's go upstairs.
Whatever, dude. Just remind me to never touch you again.
I was just thinking the same thing. That boy is nasty. But he ain't the first man to refuse to wash his hands. I'm sure most of y'all don't know who Ignaz Semmelweis is, but he was almost a hero. Almost. Homeboy Semmelweis was a doctor back in 1846, which is around the time doctors stopped relying on educated opinions to carry out medical practices and started requiring scientific training to become a physician. So, being a scientist, Semmelweis noticed that women were dying of puerperal fever, also known as childbed fever. This was occurring a staggering 5 times more often in maternity wards staffed by doctors and medical students than those staffed by midwives. Trying to save some lives, Semmelweis began to look into the differences in their practices, and goddamn did he draw some stupid conclusions. He noticed that midwives had women giving birth on their sides instead of their backs. Changing this obviously didn't do shit. Stupid assertion number 2 came when Semmelweis found out that the wards with the doctors had a priest come around and ring a bell, while the ones with the midwives didn't. The bells were removed so they wouldn't scare mothers into fever, and shockingly, women were still dying from fever. Finally, Sam realizes that the medical students and doctors were performing autopsies in the ward's basement. He then deduced that when people touch cadavers, they probably shouldn't be touching a live vagina right after. So he tells everyone to disinfect their hands before entering the maternity ward, and suddenly, women stopped dying as much. So, mystery solved. Praise be to Semmelweis, right? Turns out the doctors weren't too fond of being blamed for people's deaths and fired our guy Semmelweis and dismissed all of his findings. Being told he wasn't shit when he had conclusive evidence literally drove him crazy. He died at the age of 47 in a mental asylum from sepsis, a disease not too far from the one he was trying to prevent. Moral of the story? Men have fragile egos and are dirty as fuck. But what the fuck do I know?